Recording? Cool. That's a good start. Forgot that the first time. Um, all right. Well, welcome class. Nice to see all your faces. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their snow day. Every time I look outside, it's a blinding white light. It's fantastic. Um, Alexa, Jack, Abiram, I hope you also enjoyed that. Today I just wanted to start out with a little bit of a jam. All right, so go ahead and just clap along with the beat. I know there's that snare on one and two, and everyone knows the claps. Um, you know it's coming. Oh wait, can you guys hear that? Yeah, okay. Whoops. Oh no, it's it's no trouble at all. All right, let's pretend we heard the Friends theme. Um,
Um, Real quick, you should be able, under share screen, there's a little box you can click that should say share computer audio,
yeah.
and that might make it so that we can hear it.
Aha. Thank you, Jack. Off we go again. Feeling the groove a little bit. Always a fun time with friends. Ready to chill. So today we'll be looking at taking apart these rhythms. Um, so as I mentioned before, there's that snare on 2 and 4, and then the claps, they actually happen on 3 and 4 and of some whatever number measure. Can anyone tell me why I know, or how I know that? Just raise your hand, blurt it out. No? Alright, I guess I'm just a genius. Basically, what we do is we take apart these rhythms using this 5-step um, program. So first thing you do is write in the eighth note subdivisions on the rhythm. So just the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you're going to bracket them together and you'll identify the critical beats, and then you'll mark which ones you're actually going to say, and then you'll take, for extra practice, you'll take your little egg shaker. For me, it's a bottle of protein shake with peanuts in it, and then you go ham. So we'll be looking at that, and then we'll use that to take a look at a piece we are playing titled Some Piece by Generic Composer. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and start. So the first thing we're going to do is write in the eighth note subdivisions, right? So I'm going to just, for example here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and mess that up a little bit. And while I do this, can anyone tell me what the next step is? Or Jack, can you tell me what the next step is?
Would be to bracket the subdivisions.
Exactly. So that just means putting together notes that go together. So like this quarter note that happens on the end of 2, that's going to stick together. So we're going to bracket those. Same with the end of 2 over to the 3. That doesn't line up fairly nicely. That's okay. And then same thing over here. While I finish this up, Alexa, can you tell me what the next step is?
Marking the critical beat in each rhythm.
Exactly. So, marking, looking at this, I think our critical beats are gonna. We don't really have anything super important. We just gotta make sure we don't forget this eighth note here. So we're just gonna mark that with a terribly drawn star that turned into a giant dot. Um, and then same thing over here. Make sure we. There we go. That was a bit nicer. All right, and then Abiram, what's the next step here? I can't quite hear you, bud.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're all good.
To identify and mark the vocalized beats in the
Yeah.
example.
Perfect. So that means we're just gonna say, well, pretty much the notes that we have here. So we're gonna say this one, and this one, and this one. So one and 4 and 1 and and and. All right. So if you'll just follow along with me, but maybe stay on mute for a minute because it'll mess me up because I have terrible tempo. We're just gonna shake this and count it out loud. So it's not making any noise. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 4 and 1 and. Yay! All right. So next up, I'm gonna have you guys start doing the thing. So if you wanna hit that annotate button at the top of your screen, we're going to start marking this next one below. So, Jack, why don't you lead us off here? Start putting in the 8th note subdivisions. And then while he does that, Alexa, would you mind marking or bracketing those subdivisions that go together? This rhythm looks oddly familiar. And then Abiram. Next up is marking the critical beats, and I'll have you do that as well as
How do I edit the document?
So on the top of your screen in the Zoom call, there's an annotate button. Looks like a pencil. And then to draw, you'll just click and drag.
Under which one?
I guess maybe it might be the bottom of the screen for you guys actually.
Do you see like a bar at the top of your screen that says you are viewing Trevor Woodcock's screen?
Oh, yeah.
So then view options and then the annotate button's under there.
Oh, sorry, I missed it the first time.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Jack, again, coming to the rescue. My hero. And Jack, since you've already finished.
And then the critical beats?
Yeah, identify the critical beats. Jack, can you mark those beats that we actually say, the vocalized ones? So while you guys do this, I just want you to know it's important to know this, so we can actually like take apart rhythms that we're working on. We can have a better understanding of how they work, and then it'll definitely do in sight reading, so you know what you're counting while you're subdividing. That way you're not just like, oh, it's a quarter note, and then you count eighth notes by accident. I've done that before, so.
Oops.
You're all good. Alright, while we're finishing up here, does everybody grab their egg/peanut shaker, and we'll count this one again together, and then we'll take a look at some piece we're playing by Generic Composer. That way you guys can practice this at home. Everyone good to go?
Yeah.
Looks like it. All right. So I'll just start us off here. 1, 2, ready, go. One and, one and.
And
Yes. All right. From what I heard, you guys got it right. Sounds fantastic. We're gonna be professional percussionists by the end of this. All right. Because we all know percussionists are so good at counting. All right. So let's take a minute here. Now we know how to do that. I'm gonna drag over this piece. All right. We'll be performing at our Christmas concert. All of us. Oh. There goes my mini timer. Very quickly, we're just gonna run through this. I know it has a 16th note, but basically you count 16th notes using one E and a. All right. So this rhythm would look, or can you guys message me what you think this rhythm would look like? Just type in the beats we say, and just throw it in the chat. There you go. Yep. Yeah, everyone's gotten those right. Sweet. So make sure to go home, take a look at this. Also keep in mind measure 1. Let that rest ring out a little bit. All right. Great job today, guys. One thing just to keep in mind to bring to next class. Also, maybe take a piece that you've been struggling with. Take this and use this to like count out one of those rhythms you're struggling with, and then bring it into me. I'll give you extra credit as a bribe. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys, and that's the end of the lesson. And we'll stop record.